My name is Rafael, you're watching Rock and Roll Garage, and today I'm going to tell you the story of when John Bonham stopped Robert Plant from becoming a teacher. But first, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment. Well, back in 1977, Led Zeppelin was one of the biggest bands in the world. They caused a real revolution in rock and roll, and especially hard rock music. They were crucial for hard rock's development. And sadly, in 1977, Robert Plant lost his son, Karac, at the age of 5. He was a victim of a rare stomach virus, and Led Zeppelin was touring at the time, and obviously it was a tragedy, it was a shock, and the band had to stop for a while, and I can't even imagine it, how hard it was and still is for Robert. And I mean, to lose a son at that age, to lose a son is hard, but to lose a son at that age, you know, I can't even imagine how hard that is. But it was a tragic moment, and obviously nothing was more important than family, not even the band or fame or music. And Robert had to stop for a while. And as he recalled, and he told a really funny story that came out of this, but it is a story that shows what a strong friendship Bonham and Robert had, because they knew each other since they were like 15. Before Led Zeppelin, they were part of the Band of Joy, and they met. Bonham went to see the band Robert Plant was the vocalist for, and after the show, he went to talk with Robert, and he said, if you want to have the best drummer in the world in your band, you gotta choose me. So he said something like that, and the rest is history. They were part of the Band of Joy, and then they formed Led Zeppelin with Jimmy Page and John Bonham. But this is a really interesting story of how, because Robert wanted for a while to leave music, leave Led Zeppelin behind after this tragic event, and become a teacher, to be more close to his family. He had other kids, he had his wife, and he decided that he no longer wanted to be a rock star, and he wanted to become a teacher and be close to his family. And this is a really interesting little story that Robert told BBC Radio 4 in 2022 that we transcribed for an article a while ago. And if you want to read it, you can go to the description and read the article, but I'm going to show you right now what he said. This is a really great story. So I came back, gathered what was left, the shards of the family, and tried to put it together. I didn't want to do anything after that, in the whole world, really. But time is time, momentum, encouragement, and kindness from everybody. Especially John Bonham. He and his wife were really good to me at the time. The kids were at school, and I thought I could do much better than be a singer. I went to Forest Road, where the Steiner Center is, and then walked around. Then I got back, and John Bonham was at the gate going, "Come on." I said, "No." And he said, "Get in the car. Get in the car." He was driving a 6-door Mercedes with his chauffeur's cap on, taking me to the pub in the back so he could never get nicked on the way home, because the cops would always go, "Oh, poor driver. He's driving some twerp around." He was magnificent. I love him. And that's a really one of the stories of the friendship that the two had, and the loss of his son, and then 3 years later, losing a great friend like John Bonham was tragically. He passed away at the age of 32. And it was the end of Led Zeppelin. I mean, not only because he was a driving force of the band. There are musicians like Black Sabbath's Tony Iommi, who was a great big friend of Bonham as well, who already said that in his opinion, the driving force of Led Zeppelin was John Bonham. And after his tragic death, all the three members, the manager Peter Grant, decided that they couldn't continue without him, and it was the end of Led Zeppelin. And Plant said many times, that Bonham was not only an incredible musician, but a really, really great friend. And this is the story of when Bonham changed Robert's mind about becoming a teacher after this tragic event. And this is it. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your comment. And if you want to read more, as I said, you can go to the description, read the article we wrote about this. Thank you for watching, and I see you later.